Lazat averaging 5 points per ball game for North Central. That's a look at your starting lineups for the Wolves and the Knights in a boys matchup here featuring teams that are up and down Highway 183 and in neighboring counties, in the fact of Loup County and Rock County anyway. So that is a look at our starting lineups, and we will take a break, come back, and we'll be ready for the tip for our boys varsity matchup between North Central and Twin Loup on KBRB.
Count on your New Holland dealers, Sandhill Equipment of Bassett, to answer all of your farm equipment needs. They pride themselves on a hard-earned reputation for fair prices and unparalleled service. Visit them online at sandhilleq.com.
Concrete is a cornerstone of many building projects. Stewart Concrete, with locations in Atkinson, Stewart, and Valentine, can mix cement and water with all the ingredients to make the right concrete for the job. This mud's for you from Stewart Concrete, serving you from Stewart, Atkinson, and Valentine. Call 402-924-3644.
Rural health care from Rural Roots. Better health care for your family, from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sand Hills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
Whether to or from the ball game, call timeout at Scott's Place in Bassett for a tank of Conoco regular, super, or diesel fuel. Faces, loaded pizza, deli sandwiches, your favorite pop or beer. Scott's Place Conoco at the junction of Highway 20 and 183 has Nebraska Lottery and Powerball, too.
Join those who have not only found relief from pain, but a pathway to wellness with Finish Line Chiropractic. They're proud to offer soft-weight tissue regeneration at the O'Neill office and in Bassett at the Rock County Hospital on Tuesdays. For appointments, go to finishlinehealth.com.
We welcome you back here to Rock County High School. Great little presentation there during the break for the North Central Knights as they provided a little thank you gifts to the officiating crew, Mr. Abbott, Mr. Arns and company, as officials week. And obviously lack of officiating an issue across the high school sports world. So if you enjoy sports and want to make some pretty decent little change, officiating, you can find more information on the NSAA website or through the Nebraska Officials Association, as they are always looking for new officials to train and certify. So, yeah, Officials Week, and a great presentation for North Central as they recognize and thank the officials here this evening. North Central, the home team, in their white uniforms with the blue numbers and letters and the blue stripes. Twin Loup in their road black uniforms with the white numbers and letters and the maroon waistband and the maroon and white stripe. It will be the Knights going from left to right, from south to north here in the first half. Lukeman Harris and Trey Anthony to tip it up. And it's into the hands of freshman Yaya Harris, the leading scorer for this Twin Loup team. And the Wolves will see a man-to-man defense from North Central. Sortum into the hands of Lukeman Harris, guarded by Trey Anthony. Zach Swanson draws the assignment on leading scorer Yaya Harris. Spin move, tries to get it down low to Mace Barron. Barron was not ready for it. It goes out of bounds, and the Wolves turn it over on their first possession. Good job by Swanson staying in front of Yaya Harris with a spin move. They're about the free throw line. Swanson into the hands of Hagan. It looks like it'll be man-to-man defensively for the Wolves as well. Lazat in the corner looking for Otten, throws it past Cole, and then the other direction will have a foul on Trey Anthony as the steal made by Emmett Sortum. So Trey will pick up the foul after the turnover by the Knights. So each team with a turnover on its opening possession, and Anthony picks up the foul. Yaya Harris working against Swanson, stuck at the free throw line, enters it into the post to Emmett Sortum. Turnaround jumper on the baseline won't go. Weak side rebound. Lukeman Harris able to save it, but into the hands of Colin Hagan. Here come the Knights the other way. Otten with it. Into the left corner. Brant Lazat for three. That one off the front iron, and a good rebound down to Mace Barron on the weak side. Yaya Harris quickly ahead. Swanson right there to meet him. Tries to drive baseline. Needs some help. Good block for Otten on the help defense, and the rebound down to Swanson. They throw it ahead to Anthony, and he's hit across the forehead as he goes in on the shot. And Trey Anthony will go to the line for two. The foul on Henry Sortum. Henry, a 6'2 junior. He's been starting since his freshman year for this Twin Loup team. So Trey Anthony at the free throw line. First one off the back of the rim. North Central struggled yesterday against the size of Twin Loup, or make that the size of West Holt. Not quite as big. Twin Loup, a fairly decent sized team across the front line, but pales in comparison to the size that the Knights faced last night in the loss to West Holt. Yaya Harris bounces it in toward Barron, and it's knocked out of bounds by Hagan. It will stay Twin Loup basketball. North Central out to the 1-0 lead. Just a little over a minute gone here from Bassett tonight. They entered into Yaya Harris in the paint, and he's going to be bumped and fouled, and that may be the second on Trey Anthony. Let's see. Did Anthony just pick up his second foul? Yes, he did. So two quick ones called on the North Central junior, and he'll have to come out as Kean Fisher, the sophomore, enters the game. Knights a little less size now as Anthony heads to the bench with two fouls in the first minute and change. Yaya into the hands of Lukeman Harris. Bounces it down to Yaya in the paint, working on Cole Otten. Nice find to Barron for the finish. Really nice pass from Yaya Harris. Barron gets the finish, and Twin Loup with its first lead. Kean Fisher the other way, gets caught on the baseline, gets it out to Otten. Three, top of the key, buries it. It's a West Plains Bank three for Cole Otten on the assist by Kean Fisher. And the Knights retake the lead at 4-2. Sortum on the right wing, guarded by Brant Lazat. Lazat blocks a shot from behind, but it's right into the hands of Emmett Sortum for the rebound and the finish. Knights quickly the other way. Brant Lazat up top to Swanson, tied at 4. Deep three, Kean Fisher hits a West Plains Bank three on the assist from Zach Swanson, and the sophomore off the bench sees his first shot go to the bottom of the net. 7-4 North Central. Already 4 lead changes early on. Yaya Harris guarded on a switch by Colin Hagan, trying to stay with the speedy freshman. Kicks it out to Lukeman Harris. Drives left side, back out to Yaya. He spins into the lane. Nice dump down to Sortum for the finish. Pretty no-look pass. Yaya Harris to Henry Sortum, and a timeout taken by Coach Troy Graff, as it is 7-6 North Central. 5:24 to go in the first on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
For whatever field you work in, agricultural, industrial, municipal, Terps Automotive in Bassett has you covered with parts that are built to stand up to the most demanding jobs. Get up and go with Terps Automotive Napa. Shop more, pay less at G&B's Market. They always help you stay ahead of your budget by offering the finest quality and great value. Make sure to check out this week's sales flyer. For the best service, selection, and savings, shop locally owned G&B's Market in Bassett.
Well, I'm guessing Coach Troy Graff was discussing with his team not letting Yaya Harris penetrate into the lane. He's had 2 beautiful no-look passes across the lane, one for a finish by Barron and one for a finish by Sortum, and a couple of quick assists. It's a 7-6 lead for North Central on 2 West Plains Bank threes, one from Cole Otten, one from Kean Fisher. Swanson throws it down to Otten on the baseline. Shot good and a foul. Cole Otten gets an and one opportunity on the second assist for Zach Swanson. And Otten continues his good play. Was one of our performers of the game last night against West Holt. As we'll see a sub in, Jackson Hall in, as Henry Sortum picks up his second foul. Henry will stay on the floor. Emmett exits. Jackson Hall is a 6'2 sophomore as Otten completes the three-point play. 6 early here for Cole Otten, and North Central has a 10-6 lead over the 8-5 Wolves. Yaya Harris working against Brant Lazat, tries to drive down the right baseline, shut off nicely by Lazat. Help comes from Fisher, gets the knock away, and the steal into the hands of Otten. Nice find, Swanson down to Lazat, who lays it in. The Knights turning defense into offense. Swanson's third assist, and it's 12-6. There's a knockaway by Zach. He's on the floor after it, wants a timeout, and gets it. It'll be 2 quick timeouts taken by North Central, but Swanson with the steal, laid out for it on the floor and called the timeout. And so the Knights take a couple of timeouts. 4:42 to play in the opening quarter. 12-6 North Central.
A profitable livestock operation depends on the health quality of your herd. Tippewa Vet Service. Dr. Angie Painter, Springview, specializes in reproduction ultrasound of cattle and horses. For health care of large and small animals, contact Dr. Angie Painter of Tippewa Vet Service, Springview, 402-497-3574.
So the timeout by Swanson saves the possession for North Central. They'll get the steal. It forced 3 Twin Loup turnovers. The Wolves off the timeout bring in Carter Hall, a 6-foot sophomore, in for the first time. With the basketball, Swanson gets it up top to Kean Fisher, working against the freshman Harris. Kean on the wing to Swanson, now into the left corner to Lazzotti. Drives baseline, kicks it right corner, open 3, Fisher. Got another West Plains Bank 3. Kean's hit 2 triples in the opening quarter. Nice assist across the lane and into the corner by Brant Lazat. 15-6 Knights. Yaya dumps it down. Nice find and finish for Jackson Hall. That's the 3rd assist already for the freshman point guard. He averages 5 a game. No points yet, but he has 3 assisted baskets. 15-8. Fisher into the hands of Otten. He'll take a 3 left side. That one's short. And the board down to Carter Hall. Hall needs some help as Otten tips the basketball. Saved by Jackson Hall. So you have Carter and Jackson Hall. Lukeman and Yaya Harris. Lukeman with a drive down the baseline. Gets it into the hands of Barron. And he is fouled, I believe, on the floor. That one will go on Colin Hagan. So it'll be a foul on the floor. First on Hagan, 3rd on the Knights. As in will come Carter Buell for North Central. He'll replace Hagan. Carter is a 6'3 junior. Yaya Harris to trigger it in. 3 assists already. 3:39 to go in the first. Throws it into Hall. Shot blocked by Buell, but a foul. Nice find from Harris on the inbound, and it'll lead to free throws for Jackson Hall. The foul will go on Carter Buell, his first, team's 4th, so a bonus the rest of the way here in the opening quarter for the Wolves with 3:37 to go. North Central leads 15-8 on 3 West Plains Bank triples in the opening quarter. Hall can't get the free throw to fall. Jackson Hall, sophomore. Carter Hall, also a sophomore. Not sure if they're twins or cousins. Did not ask. Second free throw off the front rim, but Hall tracks down his miss. Knew it was going to go wide, and out to a 3. Yaya Harris buries the triple. His first bucket has 3 assists, 15-11. Otten to Lazat on the left wing. A lot of motion by this North Central team against the man-to-man. Carter Buell into the hands of Swanson. A little weave. Zach wants to penetrate, spin. Good look down low, but just wide of Carter Buell. Swanson recognized the double team came up, dumped it down, but Buell got one hand up, could not snag it, and a turnover on the Knights, their second. 15-11. Looks like North Central's gone to a zone now to try to stop the penetration from Harris. Mid-range jumper, no. And the rebound saved by Kean Fisher. Good job by Otten battling. Brant Lazat catches it ahead, gets the shot blocked by Hall. That is Carter Hall on the block. Barron on the rebound. Yaya Harris down the lane, puts it up and scores. The freshman, boy, he is handy. 5 points now, and it's back to a 2-point game. Yaya Harris on a 5-point run. Cuts a 7-point deficit down to 2. Lazat into the paint. Nice bounce down to Swanson. Charge call on Zach as Barron stands in and takes the contact. Swanson gets called for his first personal. 5 team fouls, but will not be a bonus on a player control foul. In for Twin Loup returns Emmett Sortum. And bringing it up now is Hall. That's Carter into the hands of Lukeman Harris. Now to Jackson Hall down the baseline, looking down low for Yaya in traffic, puts it up and is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. He's tough to stop. Just a freshman, but he is well built, 6'2", and he is able to compete right away at this varsity level, scoring 19 a game. The foul on North Central will go on Cole Otten, his first, as Harris hits the free throw. So Yaya, 6 points, 3 assists, And it's a 1-point game. Wolves on a 6-point run, all off the hands of the freshman. Second one for Harris, perfect. Did not touch the rim on either. He's got a 7-point run on his own, and we are tied at 15. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark here in the opening quarter. Knights have hit 3 threes, but now the Wolves on a 7-0 run, all from Yaya Harris. Otten tries to turn the corner into the lane, gets the contact, will go to the line, and could not get the shot to go in. Put up a pretty good shot after absorbing the contact. Goes off the left side of the iron. Emmett Sortum on the foul, his first. Third team foul on Twin Loup, and 2 free throws for Cole Otten, who's had an active first quarter. Otten with a 3 and an one. And this free throw off the back of the rim, high in the air and falls through. Gets the shooter's touch. And North Central retakes the lead after Twin Loup had tied it. That ends the 7-point Yaya Harris run. Second free throw is good for the senior here on Parents' Night. Ahead to Yaya, guarded by Kean Fisher. Knights have gone to a zone. They'll skip it. Off the other side, there's a near steal by Swanson as he jumped into the passing lane. Couldn't quite squeeze it. It will stay with the Wolves. In for Twin Loup comes Grant Otten. He is a 5'11 senior. He'll give Lukeman Harris his first breather. I don't think Lukeman played in the game against Stewart. Yaya did, as there's a turnover going boiling into the North Central bench as Carter Hall, one of those youngsters on the night bench, took a pretty good lick there as Hall barreled into him. Turnover number 4 on Twin Loup. North Central basketball up 2. Knights have put up 17 in the opening quarter. They were in the 20s yesterday in the loss to West Holt. Nice kick out from Buell to Otten for a West Plains Bank 3. Buell on the assist, and Otten has an 11-point first quarter. The other way against the zone, they throw it into the paint. Shot swatted by Kean Fisher into the hands of Lazat. Grant takes it down the other way, has it nearly stolen by Yaya Harris, and it will go out of bounds off Lazat. Great play by Yaya on the recovery after the big block by Kean Fisher. 20-15, North Central by 5. Harris gets it into the hands of Hall. That is Jackson to Carter. Now down the left lane to Otten. Inside, up and good. Emmett Sortum on the assist by Grant Otten. A lot of points here in the opening quarter, 37 of them. Otten, heat check, right wing threes on fire. It's another West Plains Bank 3 for the senior, with senior Zach Swanson on the assist. Otten is lighting it up here in the first quarter with 14 points. 23-17, final minute, step back 3, Yaya Harris, answer! Wow, a step back 3 for Harris. And as they congratulated, a 3 the other way, buried by Brent Lazat on the assist from Kean Fisher. It is raining threes here in Bassett. The 6th West Plains Bank 3 of the first quarter for North Central. 26-20, shot up, no good, rebound Otten. Heading the other way, Swanson one-on-one with Harris, puts a shot up and scores. First bucket for Swanson. The Knights almost have a 30-point quarter. What an opening 8 minutes of basketball here from Bassett. 48 And it is North Central. I believe they have already outscored their entire 4 quarters yesterday in the loss to West Holt. raining threes out there. 6 West Plains Bank triples for North Central in that opening quarter, including 3 from Cole Otten. He had a 14-point quarter. North Central basketball. Swanson knifes his way down the baseline and scores, and the Knights have hit 30 points. Lukeman Harris tries to throw it to Sortum. It's knocked away by Hagan, retrieved in the backcourt. Shot clock does not reset. 20 seconds on the clock, and there is a travel on Yaya Harris as he hit another step-back 3 from about the volleyball spike line, but they call him with a travel. This is some electric basketball here in the first half. Looks like Elgin Public Pope John wins over the Stewart girls, 51-37. 3 for Swanson. That one won't go. Long rebound to Lukeman Harris. He wants to run, dribbling through traffic, takes it inside, and a foul on the floor going against North Central on the drive by Lukeman Harris. It'll be the second foul on Colin Hagan. So 2 on Hagan, 2 on Trey Anthony. Yaya Harris looking to get it in, finds Sortum into the corner to Harris. Lukeman against Otten. Quick first move. There comes the help, blocked by Hagan. Lukeman, or make that. Yaya gets it back, can't get it to go. Off the glass, and the rebound down to Trey Anthony. Knights get a stop. The other way, Swanson, 3 on the wing. That one front rim, no. Long rebound out to Brant Lazat. Lazat into the corner to Hagan. Colin tries to drive baseline, kicks it to Anthony. Trey, bounce pass to Otten on the drive, puts it up, shot swatted by Lukeman Harris, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolves. 30-20, North Central by 10. Shot clock probably should have not reset. They are going to say yes, reset the shot clock. Okay. No, 27 on the clock. They do change it. Swanson to trigger it in, throws it into nobody, and it's intercepted by Barron. Had a play set up. Somebody did not do what they were supposed to do. Spin move in the lane. Yaya can't get it to go. Gets it back, blocked by Lazat, but into the hands of Lukeman Harris for the finish. Brant Lazat got his second block, but Lukeman Harris with his first bucket on the putback, 30-22. Swanson's going to get called for, no, it won't be Swanson. It'll be Anthony with a moving screen, I believe. He's talking to Trey now, so the offensive foul, Trey Anthony, his third. He'll come out as Kean Fisher back into the game. 30-22. Sortum with it up top to Yaya Harris. On a spin, backing in, kicks it to Lukeman. Knights have gone zone. Sortum in the mid-range post. No. Lukeman Harris, offensive rebound. Stick back is good. Strong rebound by Lukeman Harris. His second bucket here in the second quarter, and it's a 6-point game. 30-24. Kean Fisher backing in. Now loses a dribble, gets it out to Swanson. Zach working on Yaya Harris. Pull-up jumper from the left elbow won't go. Lukeman Harris, his fourth board. Chases down the loose ball. And this pass tipped. Yaya saves it, working against Lazat. Pull-up 3. Yaya, that won't go. Rebound down to Swanson. Fast-paced game, 30-24 North Central. Deep 3, Otten. That was a heat check. Long rebound out, though, to Kean Fisher. Swanson open for 3. That one misfires as Zach just kind of got caught in between on wanting to fire that one. They go out of bounds to the Wolves. Out goes Hagan into the game. Carter Buell. Take a breath here. 5:16 to play in the second. 30-24. North Central leading Twin Loup. Sort him into the corner to Barron. Twin Loup is only subbed. Well, they've subbed 3 thus far. North Central has played just 7. We got a loose ball, and it's covered up by Cole Swanson. And do we get another timeout? And Coach Troy Graff running out of timeouts. That's the second time North Central's called a timeout, hitting the deck. It'll be a turnover on Twin Loup as Otten will get credit for the steal, and then 8-point first quarter. And it's calmed down just a bit here. 3 minutes into the second quarter. Knights have been held to 1 bucket, and Twin Loup with just 2. But, boy, they combined for 48 in the first quarter. A combined 8 threes between the two teams in the opening 8 minutes. Lazat drives on Sortum. Gets it off, low pass to Swanson. Zach dives on the floor, and we're going to have a tie-up. That pass from Lazat just a little low. Nothing Zach could do but try to go down on the ground after it. Possession arrow favors Twin Loup. So the Wolves get it back down by 6. Yaya Harris with 10 points for the Wolves. Cole Otten, a 14-point first quarter for North Central. Wolves break the pressure. Pass tipped by Kean Fisher. 2-on-1 the other way. Fisher gets back to deflect it, but right into the hands of Henry Sortum, who finishes. Fisher got the tip, but it ends up into the hands of Sortum. Here's a 3 the other way by Otten. That one won't go. And the rebound into the hands of Carter Hall, who's back out there. Hall loses the dribble, finds Lukeman Harris as Yaya gets his first breather. Lukeman on the drive, puts a tough shot up. That won't go. Bounces off a couple of players' foreheads into the hands of Kean Fisher. They throw it ahead to Swanson. Makes the catch, gets it out to Otten. Quick recovery by Lukeman Harris. 3 for Kean on the deep left wing. That's off the rim and out of bounds to the Wolves. Colin Hagan returns for North Central. Out will go Cole Otten. 30-26, a 6-2 second quarter thus far for Twin Loup. After the Knights put up 28 in the first, they've been held to 2 here halfway through the second. They've cooled off a bit as Yaya Harris returns. Out goes Henry Sortum. Under 4 to go, quarter number 2. North Central maintains a 4-point advantage. They led by 8 at the end of 1. Lukeman Harris on the left wing into the corner to Hall. Hall drives, dumps it down low to Barron, and he is hit and fouled. Will they call it on the floor or on the shot? It will be on the floor. It'll be on Kean Fisher. Probably saved a layup for Mace Barron. No, they're going to call it free throws. Yeah, I thought on the floor. No, they're going to give him, yeah, it'll be on the floor. Barron wanted free throws. He's still standing at the free throw line. And Coach Chris Barron asking for an explanation. And he's saying he was going up with it. And official A.J. Abbott explaining to him that the foul was before he tried to raise up for the shot. So Yaya Harris will inbound, throws it in the corner. 3 for Hall. That's good. Carter Hall on the 4th assist from Yaya Harris. Hall hits the 3, and it's a 1-point game. Hagan, the baseline drive, went across the lane, saved by Buell. Out to Lazat. Here's Fisher. Kean takes a deep 3. There's a West Plains Bank 3. The 3rd of the game for Kean Fisher on the assist by Brant Lazat. And that's a big bucket. The Knights needed it as the Wolves had momentum. Swanson strips Yaya Harris, but it's saved by Lukeman. 4-point game. Yaya, quick move down the baseline. Left side, he's fouled. Will go to the line for 2. Boy, such a quick first step for the 6'2 freshman. And he will earn 2 free throws. He was had 10 points in the first quarter. Scoreless here thus far in the second. The foul, the second on Carter Buell. So 3 on Anthony, 2 on Buell, 2 on Hagan as Harris hits the free throw. 11 points for the freshman, averaging 19 per game. Emmett Sortum returns, giving Barron a breather. Both Carter and Jackson Hall out there off the bench. Second free throw for Yaya. That one no good. And the rebound down to Colin Hagan. First miss at the line for the freshman. Into the right corner, Lazat kicks it out. Kean Fisher, 3 on the right wing. Missed that one on the right side of the rim. And the rebound down to Jackson Hall. There's a steal by Fisher, and the layup is good. Kean with the pilfer, and he's into double figures with 11 in the first half. 35-30. North Central by 5 with 2:40 to play in the half. This is an exciting game. Lukeman Harris for 3, misses everything. Sortum saves it, but it's into the hands of Kean Fisher. Kean fires it ahead, knocked away by Hall and stolen. 2-on-1 the other way. Hall attacks Buell. The shot won't go, but Carter with the foul. So the Knights turn it over, and it'll lead to free throws for Jackson Hall. What a fast-paced first half. Hall back to the free throw line where he's 0 for 2. Third foul on Carter Buell. So both Buell and Anthony in the post have 3 fouls for North Central. The free throw is good for Jackson Hall. He has 3 off the bench. Buell exits as Otten returns. And now Brent Lizotte out as freshman Ryer Lizotte into the game. Ryer, 5'7" guard, 35-31. Second free throw for Jackson Hall. That one good as well. He knocks in the pair. And now he'll exit as Grant Otten returns. Boy, this has been a fast-paced game as North Central and Twin Loup lit up the scoreboard in the first quarter, combined 48 points. North Central has been outscored 12-7 thus far in the second with 2:15 remaining. Zach Swanson working against Otten in the man-to-man, gets it to Ryer Lizotte. Off to Kean Fisher. Fisher guarded by the freshman Harris to Hagan. Out to Ryer Lizotte. Drives Kean. Fisher working past Harris, loses it. Knocked away by Harris from behind and out of bounds. It will stay with the Knights with 11 on the shot clock and 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 35-32. North Central 2-9 on the year. Twin Loup at 8-5. Fisher, tough. Fadeaway on the baseline is short. And the board down to Emmett Sordum. Yaya Harris brings it past traffic and into the front court. Wants to drive on Swanson. Kicks it out. A 3 for Hall is good. Carter Hall's second 3. 5th assist for Harris. And we are tied at 35. A 15-7 quarter for Twin Loup. See if Swanson tries to go to work off the dribble. Zach will go on Otten. Takes it into the lane. He's hit and fouled. Knocked to the ground. Foul on the floor. First foul of the quarter on Twin Loup. It will go on Grant Otten, his first. Brant Lizotte returns. Out will go Fisher. And returning is Jackson Hall for the Wolves, and he will replace Lukeman Harris. Fresh 35-second clock after the foul by Otten. 1:28 to go in the half. We're deadlocked at 35. Swanson, nice back cut by Otten for the finish. His first bucket of the second quarter. 5th assist for Swanson. Ahead to Hall, throws it inside to Sordum. Out to Hall for 3. His third of the quarter. Carter Hall on the assist by Emmett Sordum, and Twin Loup retakes the lead. 38-37, 3 threes in the second quarter for Carter Hall off the bench. Ryer Lizotte working off the dribble, swings it to Swanson on the wing. See if he tries to attack Otten again. Spin move, Zach into the paint. Out to Otten for 3. That one's short, and Ryer Lizotte can't save the rebound inbounds, and it goes back to the Wolves with 50 seconds to play in the half. Exciting basketball here from Bassett tonight. Twin Loup leading North Central 38-37. This one a knock away by Otten and a steal by Swanson. Zach the other way, feeds it to Otten inside. Shot won't go, and a rebound down to Jackson Hall. Knight fans wanted a foul. Hall comes the other way. He attacks the rim, puts it up and scores. Nobody stops the ball. And Jackson Hall has 6 off the bench. Twin Loup leads 40-37. North Central can hold for the final shot. Down by 3 now. They've been outscored 7. Make that 20 to 7 here. 20 to 9 in this quarter. And a drive by Swanson. He hits the deck hard, and Zach is still on the ground. The foul will go on Henry Sordum as the crowd falls silent. Zach is still down on the baseline. He fell and hit the floor hard, and Zach is face down, really in some discomfort. Coach Troy Graff over there, along with Maggie from Rangeland Rehab, as Zach has not looked up. He's really in some discomfort. We'll take a timeout, come back with 9 seconds left as Zach has made it to a seated position.
You can come to West Holt Medical Services for health care for your whole family. With a primary care clinic open 5 days a week, visiting specialists nearly every day, and a top-notch therapy and rehab facility, we have you covered for whatever comes up. 402-925-2811.
Stop in and see Mike Schrod, your State Farm insurance agent on Main Street in Ainsworth for all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. That's State Farm Insurance on Main Street in Ainsworth. Good service at a good price. See Mike Schrod, your State Farm insurance agent in Ainsworth.
Well, Zach Swanson able to make it up, and off the floor, Kean Fisher will enter, and I think Kean will shoot the free throws as the foul was the second on Emmett Sortum. 9 seconds remaining in the half, and Fisher will be at the line for 2 free throws as he enters for the injured Swanson. So Kean off the bench, misses the free throw. Kean has 11 points in the first half, Otten with 16. One more free throw here for the sophomore with his team down 3. Second free throw for Fisher. That one is good. Kean makes 1 of 2. And quickly ahead, there's a near steal by Ryer Lazat with 7 seconds left on a pass by Hall. Ryer jumped the passing lane, couldn't quite keep the hold of the basketball. With 5 seconds, Yaya Harris working against Fisher off a screen. Gets Otten in the air and is fouled on the three-point shot. Great little head fake. Otten jumped out at him, and he jumped into Otten on the shot. And so 3 free throws for Yaya Harris. That is a veteran move by the freshman guard, and he draws the second foul on Otten. So with 1.5 seconds remaining, Harris's free throw perfect. This is a good young basketball player for the Twin Loup Wolves. Give him now a dozen in the first half. Second one, perfect. He also has 5 assists. And into the game returns Barron. Out goes Sortum. That's Emmett Sortum to the bench. 42-38, a 4-point lead for Twin Loup. And the third, also good for Yaya Harris. Makes all 3. Fisher, a baseball throw down at the end. Nearly took out a fan exiting as she got a little excited and jumped on that one as the just saw. That was exciting for North Central. Key will be what do you do handling the ball with Zach Swanson out of the game. It'll probably fall to Kean Fisher to handle the point. He and Lazat. And that shortens the bench for Coach Troy Graff with Zach Swanson taking a hard hit and fall on the baseline on a drive and staying down for quite some time before making his way off the floor. For the Twin Loop Wolves, you've got to keep North Central off that three-point line. The Knights buried 7 threes in that first half. You've got to get out there and guard the three-point line if you are Twin Loop. And now without the threat of Swanson driving to the rim, you're going to try to guard that three-point line if you're Twin Loop and force the Knights to put the ball on the ground and try to get to the rim. For the Knights, take care of the basketball with your senior leader out here on Parents' Night. It will be Fisher that starts the second half in his place, and it will be Brant Lazat running the point. Your keys to the second half brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. Knights with the basketball, working off a screen. Fisher, tough jumper in the lane. That's short, and the rebound down to Henry Sortum. Tough shot there they force on Kean Fisher. And the Wolves throw it ahead, and it's knocked out of bounds by Trey Anthony. Back on the floor with 3 fouls. Now they're going to put more time on the shot clock at 22. It should have reset on the miss by Fisher. So with 30 on the clock now, Lukeman Harris will trigger it in. The 5 starters out there for the Wolves. Yaya Harris step back deep 3, in and out, rebound, tipped around, and tracked down by Trey Anthony. Great play by Trey to run down the rebound in the corner. Otten fires it ahead. Great catch by Fisher. That took all of his frame to get up and get that one. And a shot for Anthony won't go, but Trey is fouled and will go to the line. The foul will go on Emmett Sortum. That is the 3rd on the 6'2 senior. So 2 free throws for Trey Anthony to start the second half. 1 for 2 at the line. Battled foul trouble in that first half, and Anthony's free throw off the side of the rim. Zach Swanson, injured late in that second quarter, has not returned to the floor. Second one for Anthony. Free throw is up. That one is good. So Trey 1 of 2 on both his trips to the line. And North Central gets the first point of the second half, back to within 4 at 43-39. 7-7, Elgin Public, Pope John, and the Stewart boys after 1 quarter. Open 3, in and out for Henry Sortum. And the rebound tipped into the hands of Cole Otten. Otten will bring it up the floor and guarded by Lukeman Harris. Loses a dribble, gets it on the wing to Colin Hagan. To Anthony, Trey dumps it down low, looking for Hagan. Knocked out of bounds by Barron. It will stay with North Central. Wolves 8-5, North Central 2-9. This has been a fun basketball game. 43-39. Early third quarter. Ball inbounded to Hagan in the right corner. 17 on the clock. Kean Fisher shot blocked by Yaya Harris into the hands of Lukeman Harris. Lukeman the other way, shut off by Brant Lazat. Now he'll take a 3. Miss it. Rebound, though, down to Barron. Mace on the baseline, out to Henry Sortum. Up top to Lukeman Harris, working off a screen from Yaya, and there's a charge call. Lukeman Harris as Trey Anthony steps in and takes the charge. First turnover of the second half for either team. 6:36 to play in the third. Wolves have not yet scored in the third quarter. 43-39. Knights with 1 free throw. Fisher to Otten. Working against Lukeman Harris into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Gets a screen from Kean Fisher. They jump it. Now to Fisher, to Brant Lazat. Lazat free throw line. Out to Kean. Into the corner to Hagan. Colin working with the dribble. Nice find to Otten. Finger roll is good. Cole Otten with 18 on a pretty assist by Colin Hagan. 43-41. It's a 2-point game. And again, the Knights without Zach Swanson. Injured in that late second quarter. Yaya Harris, step back. Can't get a 3 away. Good coverage by Colin Hagan in the zone. Henry Sortum, runner. Tough shot. Banks it in. Henry Sortum. Off the glass with about a 13-foot runner. Baseball pass ahead to Lazat. Gives it back to Fisher. 45-41. Skip pass to Hagan. He takes it into the lane. Trapped. Kicks it out to Otten. Wolves by 4. With the ball, Colin Hagan. Working past Barron, knocked away by Barron, loose. Hagen able to save it. Still 13 on the shot clock. Kean Fisher, deep three, top of the key. It's a West Plains Bank three for Kean Fisher on the assist by Hagen. Kean with his fourth three. He has 15. Three the other way for Sortum, no good. Rebound, though, down to Emmett Sortum. Another chance for the Wolves. Yaya with the drive and a block call as Trey Anthony tried to set up and take a charge on Yaya Harris. They'll say he was a little late sliding over, and Trey Anthony just picked up his fourth foul. So Zach Swanson now back into the floor as see how he is doing. So Swanson makes his way back to the bench. The foul on Anthony. Trey's fourth. Lukeman Harris fires a three left side, misses, but the rebound down to Jackson Hall. Inside, stolen away by Otten. Turnover Wolves. 45-44, Twin Loup by a point. Left corner to Brant Lazat. Kicks it to Fisher. Kean, 15 points, tries to throw it inside for Hagen. Tough pass. It's going to be tracked down and stolen by Emmett Sortum. And then there's a double dribble by Jackson Hall. So the teams trade turnovers. Ryer Lazat into the game. Colin Hagen out. Swanson sitting at the far end of the bench, for at the front of the bench now for North Central. Talking to assistant coach John Klosterman. North Central basketball, down one. They get it on an outlet. Knocked away by Yaya Harris, but out of bounds near the score table. It will stay with the Knights. Fisher will trigger it in. Twin Loup leads 45-44. North Central's outscored the Wolves 6-2 here in the third. Ryer Lazat gets a screen from Brother Brandt out top to Kean Fisher, guarded by Yaya Harris. Looking for Carter Buell, wide of Carter, but tracked down by Brant Lazat. Lazat feeds it off to Otten, drives baseline. Cole all the way to the rack, shot blocked by Sortum, and the rebound into the hands of Jackson Hall. Head the other way, Yaya Harris takes it up, can't finish. Good challenge by Kean Fisher, and then a foul on Yaya Harris on the rebound. That will be the first on the freshman. Third this quarter on Twin Loup. 45-44. The Wolves lead the Knights by one. Had 6 lead changes in that just a fantastic first half of offensive basketball. Pace is settled a bit here in the third quarter. Otten with it, guarded by Hall. Both teams trying to do a better job guarding the three-point line here to start third quarter. Otten off a curl, can't get it to go, gets his own miss, and saves it to Ryer Lazat. Out to Brant Lazat for three. That one too strong. Rebound tipped around. Carter Buell after it, and it's taken away by Emmett Sortum. There's a steal by Fisher. One-on-one with Harris. Collects and is going to travel with it. Yaya Harris just enough to bother Kean, and the teams trade turnovers. 45-44. Twin Loup by a point, under 3.5 to play in the third. Knights have gone zone after Yaya Harris kind of torched the man-to-man early. Sortum on the drive, dumps it down. Henry to Emmett, and he's fouled. Will go to the line for two. Nice dump down from Henry, and Emmett Sortum will get 2 free throws. Looks like Blaine Frizzell gets set to check in for North Central. 5'10" sophomore will be his first time in. So Zach Swanson back on the bench, but not back in the second half, as Sortum's free throw is too strong. So Frizzell in, Brant Lazat gets a breather, and Trey Anthony on the bench with 4 fouls. So another free throw here for Emmett Sortum. His team leading by 1. That one won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Ryer Lazat. Ryer the other way, working off the dribble on Hall, gets it out to Kean Fisher. Yaya Harris guards him. Here's Frizzell. Now to Cole Otten. Lukeman Harris guarding Otten. Here's Kean on the left wing. Skip pass to Frizzell. And no Zach Swanson for the Knights here in the third quarter thus far. Kean Fisher dumps it along the baseline to Frizzell. Takes it inside. Shot too strong from about 4 feet. Buell tips the rebound out. and it's tracked down by Ryer Lazat. Fresh 35 for the Knights. Here's Ryer. Out high, gets a screen from Swanson. Lazat on the drive, and he's going to be held. That'll be the 4th foul on Emmett Sortum, so the first Wolves player that gets to 4 fouls. North Central student section is into this one as Barron and Otten return. Spelled differently, Grant Otten and Cole Otten. Cole is O-T-T-E-N, of course, from North Central. Grant O-T-T-U-N. Otten gets it into Frizzell, now into the hands of Ryer Lazat. Out to Cole, 3 on the right wing. That one swirls out. Rebound down to Yaya Harris. Fires it ahead to Lukeman for the layup. 6th assist for Yaya Harris and the Wolves. Get back up by 3, 47-44. Ryer Lazat working, now gets it to Frizzell. Wants a screen from Buell. Blaine turns the corner, now into the lane, kicks it out to Kean. Yaya Harris trying to shut down Fisher's had a good game offensively. Skip pass to Frizzell, and he travels with it. 10th turnover on North Central. Hagan and Brant Lazat return. Out go Frizzell and Cole Otten. 1:54 to play in the third. Twin Loop leading North Central 47-44. A 6-4 advantage in the third quarter for North Central. Both teams maybe tiring out a little bit after that crazy first half. Yaya Harris, 3 on the left wing, is short of everything, but the rebound down to Otten. Shot clock does not reset. 18 on the clock. Loose ball run down by Carter Hall, who had the 3 threes in the second quarter. Lukeman Harris fires a 3. That one won't go. Yaya, the offensive rebound. Shot good and a foul. Yaya Harris, his first bucket of the second half. Give him 16 in the game. And the foul will be on Kean Fisher, his second. 49-44. The Wolves now matching their halftime lead. And Harris with the chance at the and one. He is 6 for 7 at the line. Make it 7 for 8. And the Wolves now lead it by 6. Ryer Lazat with it. And Zach Swanson out for the Knights. A big piece, their leading scorer, missing here after getting injured in the second quarter. In the left corner, Lazat. Boy, Twin Loop really guarding that three-point line now in the man-to-man. Kean is going to be hit and fouled by Yaya Harris, and that should put the Knights in the bonus. So Kean Fisher will step to the free throw line as Cole Otten gets set to return. So Fisher at the free throw line, 1 for 2. He has 15 points off the bench, and he'll be at the line for 2 free throws. 1:06 to play in the third quarter. Stewart and Elgin Public Pope John playing over on the boys' side on FM 92 in the web, as it is 17-17 at the half. Stewart and EPPJ tied up at 17 apiece. They were tied at 7 after 1, so a low-scoring first half between the Wolfpack and the Bronco boys. Wolfpack won the girls' game 51-37. North Central girls had a 50-32 victory over Twin Loop. Having a conversation with the official scorer, as I had that as the third foul on Yaya Harris. So 2 free throws here for Kean Fisher. And the sophomore, this one is up and off the left side of the iron. Otten returns for Ryer Lazat. Knights down 6 to the 8-5 Twin Loop Wolves. Second one for Kean. That one is no good, and the rebound pulled away by Otten. So the Knights misfire at the line there. Yaya Harris in the paint, now backs it out, guarded by Colin Hagan as the Knights have gone man-to-man. Harris with a drive, loses it. It's stolen by Otten. Cole, coast to coast, loses the handle on it, gets it back, and it's taken away by Lukeman Harris. Ahead to Yaya. He loses his footing, misses the shot, and Carter Buell down with the board. Back come the Knights. Fisher to Buell through his hands, chased down by Kean. Now to Colin Hagan, about a 4-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Knights down by 6. Fisher on the deep right wing. Boy, Twin Loop's done a much better job guarding the three-point line. Corner to Lazat. He loses the dribble, needs some help. Gets it off to Otten. Otten attacks the basket. Scores! Off the glass. Cole Otten has 20 for the Knights. North Central back within 4. Final 6 seconds. Hall into the corner to Otten. Out to Yaya. Step back three at the buzzer. Short. And we'll head to the final 8 minutes of basketball with the Twin Loop Wolves now leading by 4.
Or call to consign your livestock. Bassett Livestock Auction. Bassett.
50-46. Twin Loop leading North Central with 8 minutes to go. Zach Swanson on the bench, but not back in the game. As we start the fourth quarter, it will be Wolves basketball. And it is the starting 5 out there for Twin Loop, with the exception of Jackson Hall, playing instead of Emmett Sortum, who has the 4 fouls. No, Emmett is back out there. Henry Sortum hits a 3 on the wing on the 7th assist for Yaya Harris. 53-46. A 3 for Sortum, and then an offensive foul, moving screen on Trey Anthony, just back in the game. And he's going to foul out 21 seconds into the fourth quarter. 7:39 to go. That is the 5th on Trey, and he'll have to head out as Carter Buell returns. Tough break for the sophomore. Gets called on a moving screen. So Trey has to take a seat. Wolves with the basketball, up by 7. Henry Sortum, who just hit the 3, gets it to Lukeman Harris. Back to Sortum. Lukeman, top of the key. He'll take a 3. That's way short. Rebound will be not able to save it. Jackson Hall had a foot on the baseline when he tried to leap out of bounds. So Zach Swanson had 4 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists in the first half. Got hurt, got hit on a drive, landed hard on the baseline, and has not returned. North Central without him, and the pass from Kean Fisher through the hands of Brant Lazat and out of bounds over by the North Central student section. Each team now with 13 turnovers. But all of a sudden, Twin Loop has opened up a 7-point lead. Knights have led by as many as 10. Henry Sortum, deep right wing. North Central. Hagan guarding Yaya Harris, tough shot, and he's going to draw a foul. And Yaya will go to the line for 2. The 6'2 freshman, 17 points. That foul is the 4th on Carter Buell. So Trey Anthony is fouled out. Buell just picked up his 4th. And 2 free throws for the 6'2 freshman. First one in and out. Had only missed 1 of his 8 attempts prior to that one. Second for Harris. That one won't go. Misses a pair, and the rebound down to Carter Buell. Here come the Knights, down by 7. Otten on the drive. Baseline runner is good. Cole Otten, a 22-point effort, and it's a 5-point game. Yaya Harris working against Brant Lazat, throws it inside to Hall. Shot too strong. Rebound tipped around. Carter Buell rips it down. Ahead it goes. Brant Lazat. Step back 3 is blocked by Sortum. And the rebound to Yaya Harris, but he throws it into the hands of Otten. Takes it inside. Offensive foul on Otten. The shot was good. Coach Troy Graff can't believe it. The foul on Otten. He made the shot, wanted the and one. Coach Troy Graff wanted the and one. Instead, it's a turnover. Big foul taken there. Yaya Harris wore it. 53-48. That would have made it a one-possession game. Sordom gets a screen from Hall. Try to screen and roll. Kick it out to Lukeman Harris. Working against Kean Fisher. Step back three. He struggled. Banks it in. How about that? Harris had missed every three he'd taken, but a little step back banker from the top of the key, and it's all of a sudden an 8-point lead for the Wolves. Fisher drives out to Buell. Carter hands it off to Lizotte. Back to Kean. Deep three for Fisher. That one won't go. Rebound tipped around to Henry Sordom. Knights down by 8. This is their largest deficit. Lukeman Harris driving past Hagan. Shot won't go. Gets it back. Loose into the hands of Henry Sordom. Out to Yaya Harris. Loses the handle on it. It's still loose, and it'll go out of bounds to the Knights. Turnover, Twin Loup. Barron returns for the Wolves. Out will go Emmett Sordom. 56-48. Twin Loup leading North Central with 5:36 to play. You wonder how much gas is left in the tank for both teams. They've each played 8 or 9 in this one. Brant Lizotte with the drive, kicks it out to Hagan. Collin out to Fisher. Kean drives on Harris, has it poked away from behind. It's going to stay with North Central. Ryer Lizotte back in. Out goes Colin Hagan. Henry Sordom exits as Carter Hall returns. Hall got on a heater in that second quarter with 3 threes in the second. Has not scored before or since. North Central basketball. They inbound it to Fisher. Out top to Ryer Lizotte. See if they try to find a look for Ott, and they do on the right wing off a screen. Too strong on the three. And the rebound secured by Carter Hall. All into the front court. Pass tipped by Otten. Saved by Yaya Harris. Harris 17 points, 7 assists for the Wolves, a freshman. 5 minutes to play. It's an 8-point lead for the Wolves. Twin Loup 8-5 in the year. Here's a three for Hall. He's just when we say it, he buries the triple on the assist for Lukeman Harris. And Otten behind the back dribble loses it, has it taken away by Hall. He attacks, can't get the shot to go. Yaya Harris put back, no. Gets it a second time, scores in the foul. And he'll go to the line. The foul is the third on Kean Fisher. And a timeout taken by Coach Troy Graff. They've got that as Kean's fourth. I don't think that's correct. 4:39.
Company, Mills, Nebraska.
Welcome you back on KBRB. It's been a fun basketball game. Twin Loup leading North Central now 61-48. They're on an 11-2 run here in the fourth quarter with 4:39 to go. And Yaya Harris a chance at the and one. And the free throw is good. Big game for the freshman. At 14 in the first half, give him 20 for the game. Otten with 22 leads North Central. Brant Lizotte working off the dribble, gets it off to Otten. Kicks it out. Ryer Lizotte open for three. That one off the side of the iron. Carter Buell, though, with the offensive board. Carter, 4 rebounds all in this second half. Otten misses the three, and the rebound down to Lukeman Harris. He races ahead, attacks the rim, puts it off the glass, and scores. Lukeman was 7 of his 11 in the second half, and all of a sudden it is a 16-point lead for Twin Loup. Ryer Lizotte kicks it out to Fisher. Kean drives on Harris on the baseline. Spins it out to Brant Lizotte. He drives, shut off. Gets it to Buell out top. Kean Fisher for three. Too strong. Buell after the rebound. It's knocked loose, and Barron tracks it down. And the Wolves can slow it down now. They have outscored North Central 14-2 as here's a corner three. Too strong, but Kean Fisher can't grab the rebound. It'll go out of bounds. And will stay with the Wolves. 25 on the shot clock. Colin Hagan returns. Brant Lazat exits. Out go Hall and Barron. In comes Sortum and Sortum. So Carter Hall out there. Jackson Hall on the bench. High post to Yaya Harris, guarded by Hagan. Backs it out, wants to work, gets it off on the wing to Hall. Looking inside, good catch by Sortum on the baseline. Double teams out to Lukeman. Lukeman Harris on the drive. Good dump down for the finish. Henry Sortum, pretty assist by Lukeman Harris. Ahead to Hagan, and now an 18-point game. Reverse layup, no, but a foul, and Colin Hagan will earn 2 free throws. The foul goes against Carter Hall, his first. First chance for Colin Hagan to get into the scoring column. But wow, 16-2 here for Twin Loup in the fourth quarter. Nice, just kind of running out of gas as Hagan short on the front rim for that first free throw attempt. Again, no Zach Swanson in the second half for the Knights. He's on the bench. Second free throw is good. Hagan makes 1 of 2. And Trey Anthony fouled out in the opening minute of the fourth quarter. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Chris Barron of the Wolves, with his team now up by 17 with 3:08 to go on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Three-point barrage in the opening half by the Knights. The Wolves have held North Central to just 1-3 in the second half. They've guarded the three-point line much better after halftime. Wolves can go to work on the clock a bit as we'll go under 3 minutes. Yaya Harris on the deep left wing, guarded by Kean Fisher as the Knights have gone man-to-man, and there's a moving screen. And an offensive foul on Emmett Sortum, so similar to how Trey Anthony fouled out. That will do it for Emmett Sortum. He'll foul out with 2:55 to go as Barron returns. 66-49. All of a sudden, Twin Loup is leading by 17. This was a 4-point game after 3 quarters. Ryer Lazat running the point now for the Knights with Swanson on the bench injured. He gets it on the wing to Kean Fisher, guarded by Yaya Harris. Kean's done a good job. Nice find. Hagan can't get the reverse layup to go on a beautiful feed from Fisher, and the board down to Barron. They'll walk it ahead with Carter Hall. 12 points for Hall. 3 threes in the second quarter. Sortum with 11. Lukeman Harris with 11, and big game for Yaya Harris as there's going to be a reach-in foul on Hagan, and that may be the 5th on the Knights. Will put Yaya Harris at the free throw line for 2 more. Harris with a 20-point game. That was the 3rd foul on Colin Hagan. Free throw from Harris is no good. He has missed 3 of his last 4 after hitting 7 of his first 8. 17-point game, though, for Twin Loup. And the second one is good for the freshman. 11 for 19 at the line for Twin Loup. Colin Hagan drives baseline on Sortum, kicks it out to Otten. Lukeman Harris guarding Otten. Gets a screen from Buell, feeds it to Ryer Lazat. He'll take a 3 top of the key, back rim no. Rebound down to Lukeman Harris, his 7th. 2-on-2, Lukeman attacks the rim, can't get it to go with the left hand, and a fight for the rebound. And it will be off of Kean Fisher as he and Yaya Harris battling. And it will stay with the Wolves. Fresh 35-second clock as we're under 2 minutes to go. Jackson Hall in. Lukeman Harris will exit. Wolves lead by 18, 67-49. Most of that has come here in the fourth quarter. It was a 4-point game at the end of the third. Yaya steps into a 3 left wing and buries it on the assist from Carter Hall, and that's going to put the cherry on top for Twin Loup here on the road as Yaya now with a 24-point night. He has eclipsed the 22 for Cole Otten as the Knights just look exhausted. The bench a little leaner with Anthony fouled out and Swanson injured, and North Central going to put in the subs here late on KBRB.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Rock County Tire, their sales and service team go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service from start to finish, call on Rock County Tire in Bassett. Phone 402-684-2200.
So out there for North Central, Ryer Lazat, Blaine Frizzell, who have been in. See Noah Seeberger out there for the Knights. He's a freshman. Also, Wyatt Fisher out there for the Knights, a junior. And the fifth is Hunter Harmon. Harmon for the first time out there. He's a 5'11 sophomore. It's a 3 for Frizzell. That misfires. Rebound to Yaya Harris. Feeds it ahead to Hall for the layup, and now Twin Loup will take a timeout as Harris will close with his 8th assist, and a timeout from Coach Barron to allow his subs to come in with a minute and a half remaining. So we'll see Brennan Barron out there for Twin Loup. He's a freshman. Also out there is Clayton Barker. Barker in there for the first time. He's also a freshman. Otten back in. Hall out there along with a 6'6 senior Justin Folkers. Blaine Frizzell can't get the shot to go. The rebound down to Carter Hall. Final minute 15. 72-49. Twin Loup gave up 28 points to the Knights in the first quarter and only allowed 21 after that time. Credit the Wolves defense for guarding the three-point line much better in the final 3 quarters. Under a minute to go, 15 on the shot clock. Hall gets it to Otten. He'll take the 17-footer and hit. Grant Otten's first bucket on the second assist by Carter Hall. Ryer Lazat working on Otten, loses the handle. Still loose. Seeberger gets it, and he's going to be fouled. And Noah will go to the line for a chance with a couple free throws. 43 seconds remaining. The foul on Twin Loup was called on Justin Folkers, the senior. Free throw for Seeberger is up and good. Noah gets in the scoring column as in comes Cooper Bush for Twin Loup, replacing Otten. 74-50. Wolves leading with 43 seconds remaining. Second free throw in and out. Rebound tipped around, and it's down to Barker. North Central 10 for 15 at the line. Wolves 11 for 19. On the wing, it's Bush. His pass into the hands and back to Bush. His 3 won't go. Rebound down to Ryer Lazat. Knights with 20 seconds left. Bring it ahead. Here's Wyatt Fisher. Loads up a 3. Too strong. Rebound is going to be a tie-up between Seeberger and Justin Folkers. Possession arrow favors North Central with 12 seconds on the clock. Seeberger will throw it in for the Knights. Needs to find an outlet and does so to Blaine Frizzell. Final 10 seconds. Here is Harmon on the left wing. He drives, gets past his defender, puts it up and scores. Hunter Harmon knocks one in to close out the game, and that will do it. 74-52 is your final. A 24-point fourth quarter for the Wolves. They outscored North Central 24-6 as the Knights just ran out of gas after Just an amazing first half of basketball between these two teams. The Wolves outscore the Knights 31-14 in the second half to win this one 74-52. Your Tri-County Bank into the game summary. Buckles Automotive's post-game show coming up after this.
Springview Implement and Supply. Troy Cook for all your hardware, plumbing, and electrical supplies. And Ranch Farm and Commercial Welding. Troy Cook of Springview Implement and Supply. 1 block